The coaches before you. The first one, man, the guy knows exactly what he's doing, and I mean, he's a great coach as far as knowledge.
Hmm.
But unfortunately, people's person not there. Communication's terrible. So I
Hmm.
really feel like it's very important to have a relationship with your client, man, especially when we're putting all our trust into our coach. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
And so that was something I was going to make sure that I wasn't going to experience again with my next coach.
Yeah.
And my next coach, was a female who was also an incredible woman. Great knowledge, has great, you know, communication skills, and everything would have been good. But now the next level with me and you is that now I want to do a show. And I mean, I've been watching your videos and seeing what how committed you are to this sport, man. So I jumped in with both legs, and here we are, man. And you've been phenomenal, man. You've been everything that I've sincerely have wanted that I can ask for a coach, without a
Yeah.
doubt.
I bet. Awesome, man. Awesome. Loving. Love that, you're loving the experience so far, but also, from what you're having bad back in the day, now we're just doubling down, the positive, but also the things that are working for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
100%. And how do you feel for you, like, let's say when work comes to work off me, when it comes to like the workouts and nutrition, like how do you feel about everything so far? Do you feel like, let's say out of 10, you're getting everything that you're getting, or everything that you need to be able to accomplish your goals, or do you feel like, there's something that's
Absolutely.
being held back?
No, absolutely. If anything, it's me that sometimes messes it up. If I have, a cheat meal or outside meal, and I can tell, but it's like when I stick to your meals and I'm on everything that's written down for me and I do it by the T. Number one, when it's weigh-in time, the numbers are down. When it's picture time, the difference is there. Um, Now I will say, man, you're the first coach I've had where I've gotten stronger pretty fast. I'm hitting
Mhm.
new numbers that I've never hit
Mhm.
before in my life. So it's actually, and I was doing heavy with my last two coaches. You know what I mean? But I don't know what it is. Your numbers and your rest time, I think, plays a huge difference. It's different from my other coaches. Um, and I've noticed that a lot. The just mixing the sets up, mixing the rest times, all that has actually played a major role for me to hit some new numbers when it comes to strength training. And just doing the cardio, the way you had me do it, and have it set up the way you had me set it up, and it's just been sincerely working out. It's been literally working out really well, man. I'm actually pretty pumped about it, man. I'm always excited, to go to the gym and do these workouts.
Hell
So
yeah. I love that, man. That's what we
yeah,
want, man. Like for me, one of the biggest things I always tell people is you will get stronger the lighter you get. And they don't believe me at first until they actually do it. And they're like, damn, I'm actually getting stronger and I'm lighter. And it's all
yeah,
like you said.
yeah.
it's, it's all
And
like you
what I
said.
love too is like with the app, I get to
Mhm.
record it. And I'm not gonna lie, just by looking at the what I did last week, I obviously want to up it, but
Mhm.
I want to up it with good form. Like for example, when you told me the pullovers, my arms weren't all
Yeah.
the way straight, so I was doing 120. Well, I dropped those down all the way down to 80. And I
Mhm.
mean, not only did we get the right form, but I mean, I'll be honest with you, I was doing it nice, slow, and correct. And I mean, because some workouts we don't need to go too heavy. You know what I mean? It's like we have to obviously do it smart. If the form is off, then we're not doing nothing. I'm huge on that. I'm not an ego
100%.
lifter. I'm one of
Facts.
those
Facts.
that, yeah, like I obviously want to be strong, but I also want to do it the right way. So that's another thing. I love the fact that I tag you in my videos, and then you always give me some feedback, correction, or
Mhm.
applause. Hey, killing it, or hey, look, this right here, I noticed, and we fix it. Like okay, and the next week, next time I do it, I do what you told me to do, man, because that's the whole thing I
Sir.
having a coach, putting that faith in.
100%, 100%. And like you said, that relationship really matters. Once for me, one of the biggest things I love when it comes to coaching my clients is the ability to talk to you on a daily basis, but also give you what you need to actually hit your goals. Because, a lot of people, let's say, they do certain training styles and they don't get, let's say, that communication. And sometimes that's really what they need to be able to hit that goal and sustain it. So that's one thing I cherish, but something I love is just communicating across all platforms. Just so therefore I can see how you're performing, I can see how you're doing things, and it helps a lot. It really does.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely,
100%.
absolutely, man. It's been a great experience. Another thing is, I'm more comfortable by telling you. Not that I wasn't comfortable telling the other coaches. I don't know. I don't know what would make me not tell them too much about the cheat meals, about the little slip ups. I don't know why, but
Mhm.
number one being that we're prepping for a show. There is no room for to be doing these kind of things. If anything, right now is the time to, like, if it happens, it happens, and let's fix it. Because eventually, it's going to be like any slip up. It's going to cost me the show. It's going to get me
Mhm.
further away from reaching those goals. But I just feel like by telling you, you know what I mean. What I do appreciate, notice is that you check up on me the next few days, like hard. Hey, first thing in the morning. What's up? How did breakfast go? You know what I mean? And I love that. I mean, I need that. You know what I mean? Like, unfortunately, I'm one of those people, man. This in the beginning, I need that. And
100%.
the fact that you do that on your own, it's like that's remarkable, man. That's an incredible thing. Very fortunate to have that. Again, man. Quality of the coach, man, makes a difference on the client's lifestyle, man. His changes and everything. So, I mean, I really sincerely appreciate that, man. Like, and I've been on it. And being happy not to have to lie and be like, it's going good, but it's really not. Like, nah, because we spoke the night before. You told me what to do. Okay, we're gonna do it. And that's another great thing about you is that you don't set me up for failure. Like, when I tell you, hey, I'm struggling with this, you come up with a plan, and I mean, sincerely, it works. You tell me what to do, and we're on it. And I mean, as in the recent weigh-in, I mean, we dropped, and
Yep.
that was
We
with
won.
something that we needed to come up with last minute because of certain situations that came up, and it worked. So,
Yep.
and it's been good since. We've been on it since.
100%. And that's one thing I always tell people is one mess up day. Don't look at it as a mess up. Look at it as a way to work off what you already have, what you already know. Like for me, whenever you tell me you have a cheat meal, I'm like, okay, cool. This is what you did for this week. Your adherence overall was 80, 90%. If you have that cheat meal, to be honest with you, that's okay. Now it's just about what can we do to move forward? How can we apply this to where next
Mhm.
week that cheat meal is less and less and less? And let's say
Yeah,
the closer to the show day, the less and less cheat meals will be. But most importantly, your own like discipline to stay consistent with it is going to be a lot easier. And that's one
yeah,
thing is like shows is when people, let's say, start a show, they could just go balls deep hard as possible. And then like 4 weeks in, 6 weeks in, it completely collapses and they're binge eating here and there. That's because they never actually like slowly get themselves ready to adapt to that change, adapt to a nutrition change, adapt to their mindset change. Because everything changes once you're doing a show. It really does. And a lot of people don't talk about it. Like your mindset changes. Everything changes to where you're like, okay, it's this and this only. And if I mess up, it's all out. But if you actually find a way to be adjustable throughout that process, it makes it a lot easier.
absolutely, absolutely. No, I agree. I agree. It's been good. It's been good, man. I mean, unfortunately, me. I told you about me, man. Like, I do real good for the first 2 or 3 weeks, and then after that, man, I start just getting bored. I start struggling, and I just want to eat everything I'm not supposed to eat. But different coach bring different things to the table. So, being the fact that we've been talking more, man, I'm actually doing a lot better than I've ever done. With a coach or just within myself. Anyway, you know what I mean. So in general, so I think we have a huge chance of getting this number one spot for me. With this show, I'm
Hell yeah.
excited. A friend of mine was actually telling me he thinks I should switch up to bodybuilding because I got the legs. So I wanted to talk to you about that. Obviously, right
Bodybuilding?
now the platform is not really the time, but I might want to switch up and want to do bodybuilding
I mean, you
because
can.
everybody's telling me my
Um,
legs.
no, you definitely can. And the thing is, I have like for me, it was either bodybuilding or it was just classic physique. And the reason I did classic is because the entry for classic is a little less, meaning the competition
Yes,
is going to be lower versus bodybuilding. The competition is going
it's
to
a
be like
lot
people
harder.
who've been in it for 4 or 5. Yeah, it's a lot harder.
Yeah,
The reason why I did classics because like it was my first show. I just wanted to get my foot in there to really get a test run on what things are. And then once I got okay, cool. natural classic is really like where you jump in, and in bodybuilding is when you really start amping it up. So
Absolutely. It's
we
funny.
do bodybuilding.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's funny you just said that because I totally forgot that that's actually one of the reasons why I wanted to do it. You just brought me back now. Actually, I take that back now because I kept telling people the reason why I want to do men's physique first is because I want to pop my cherry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Pop the
100%.
physique, of this new experience and know what it's like to even be on stage because I don't even know what that's even like. So I don't know if I want to go on stage with, some pros right off the bat. You know what I mean? And I mean, a friend of mine, it was his first year. There was a lot of guys that were on there, but that was their first time. But something we'll talk about more. We'll probably
100%.
dig a little deeper on that. We
Plus,
got
the
time. That's
leaner
a
you
good.
get,
That's
it
a good
might
part.
change. Facts. And the leaner you get, it might change too as well.
Yeah, yeah. We might say, you know what? We got a good chance. I mean, why not?
I mean, low key, you can do two shows too. I've had people do that where they do
Really?
classic and they do bodybuilding within the same day.
I mean, yeah. Because I didn't realize. A friend of mine was telling me yesterday that they're both at the same. They're both in the same show. Like, it's all
Mhm.
one. So I didn't know
Yep.
that. Um.
Yeah, it's all
So
one.
yeah.
It's like one whole day. Like
Yep.
you
One
go
whole
in,
day.
yeah, one whole day, you finish everything by the day. Yep.
Yeah, 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 yeah. And that's another thing he was telling me that, well, there's a break and then people go and eat and then we come
Mhm.
back at night and, do it again. So people saying that, you got to be careful, what you
Oh
do
yeah.
in between breaks.
Hell yeah, you
I
do.
didn't know that.
Nah,
That's
you
crazy.
you 100% do. Nah, that's one thing is when it goes deeper to the process, I'll definitely explain it to you. Because
Yeah.
even for me, nobody explained it to me. When I went in confused. I went in like, what the hell? There's another show. And I thought I was gonna come in the morning and leave and be home by like 5 p.m. That did not happen. I
Yeah.
was home probably at like 10 p.m. I was like, oh shit, this is
Yeah.
gonna take all day. And
Yeah.
in between. I was lucky enough to actually just have like half a sandwich. So therefore that actually gave me the fullness that I needed to actually be better than my second appearance, which actually showed me that that second appearance kind of matters a little bit more than the first. Yes, the first is
Yeah.
where you're showing yourself, you're showing your physique, but the second is when they're actually giving you your final judging, and that's really what you want to
Exactly.
focus on. Yeah.
Exactly. Exactly. So yeah, 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 yeah. He was telling me about that. So, all that's gonna be a major role in, how things go
100%. It's gonna be
forward, man.
exciting. It's gonna be
Yeah, no,
exciting for
I
sure.
am excited. I am super excited, without a doubt.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. But nah, man, that's all I got. I mean, I know you gotta hit the gym, you gotta hit legs. I got a
Oh
few more
yeah,
questions. Loving it, man. Loving working with you. Let's keep crushing it, dude. Let's
yeah.
go.
Likewise, likewise. Yeah, man. We got some photos coming up. And yeah, man. We're just gonna keep on rocking, man.
Yes, sir. Let's do it, boss. Let's do it. Let's crush the
Yes,
weekend,
sir.
man.
All right, brother. Sounds
Bet.
good, man. Yeah, and I'll send you some pictures. You already know, man. We already finished prepping, so I'll be showing some awesome pictures of that and tagging you in them.
Bet. Yes, sir. Send it away. You know
You know it.
it.
All right, brother. Appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir. Appreciate you too. Peace.
Later, brother.
Thank you guys for watching. That was me and my student Ray. We're currently getting him ready for a show, and it's gonna be an exciting journey. It's gonna be a fun journey. Can't wait. It's awesome. It's amazing. And remember, keep it simple, keep it effective, make a plan, and stick to it. At the end of the day, hope you have a great rest of your day. Stay beautiful, stay blessed. Peace. Let's go.